Welcome back to your Twin Flame collective card reading for this week.
Okay then. Okay then.
Okay, what card deck do we have here?
Well, it's just a tarot deck,
The
basically.
basic tarot deck. All right. So the first card that we have is
No,
no?
that was first.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. The first card we have is the Page of Pentacles upside down.
Mhm.
And the words that we have on here: unrealistic goals, lack of progress, short term focus, unhealthy lifestyle, disloyalty, rebellious, and frustration. And what I feel that the energetic communication here for twin flames is that, yeah, it's like, romance is a big component of, it's a very important component of your union. But what I find in myself too, and, other twin flames that are moving through, coming into union and harmonious union, is that sometimes there can be this focus or emphasis on only the romantic part. Whereas your twin flame union is multifaceted, meaning that there's many different components to your union. But if you're just looking at just the romance, you're not nurturing every component of your union. And you understanding that you and your twin flame, you have a unified goal, you have a unified vision, you have a purpose, and your purpose is meant to be shared with all. And so what this card is indicating is that start planning now. Like, you don't need to wait to come into union, harmonious union with your twin flame, in order to start getting clear on, what is my purpose? What is it that I desire to do, me and my twin flame? And it doesn't matter where you're at on your journey. You can go deeper into exploring your life purpose or refining your life purpose and just, seeing what your heart is calling you to, what brings you passion. And in that, you don't wait on your twin flame. You do those things now. And that nurtures the truth that you were already together. When you know, I had a client this week and she was saying how she puts off going on vacations and doing fun things because she wants to do them with her twin flame. But I actually got it backwards. And I was also doing this too. Like, when we were healing through physical separation, I would just take myself on dates. I would take myself on trips. I'd go on long drives. I would do those things and envision myself doing them with my twin flame, and I would enjoy myself. Because if you're waiting for your twin flame to have fun, well, that's not attractive. But if you choose to enjoy your life now and get clear on your future goals now, that attracts your twin flame to you, and you see, like, your togetherness that magnetizes them. So it's really just getting clear on. Yeah, I don't know if you wanted to add anything to before to these cards.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, Adam's got some things to say. I see you looking at the cards. And
Yeah, I think like with the first one, the Page of Pentacles reversed, I feel like a message for some people, not for everyone, but you might have people in your life that are negative towards your twin flame journey, like
mm,
very much, oh, that's unrealistic. You gotta let them go, go be with someone who wants to be with you, or all these things. Like,
good insight. Yeah, that's very true.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
but we have the magician, right? It's about
Mhm.
manifesting, and you have all the tools you need. So your union is for you. It's kind of
Mhm.
like a side quest message
Right.
from the reading. But yeah.
Yeah, like, it's so true, because when I first, awakened to the twin flame journey, I was sharing with everyone. I was like, "Oh my God, my person." And they're like, "Oh, did you talk? Like, did you hang out?" And I'm like, well, no, but we've got this really intense connection." And they're like, and as time went on and I was focusing on my healing, I could feel kind of those vibes. They were like, "Are you sure about this? And shouldn't you just, move on?" But no, I'm clear in my heart that, this is the path for me. And I stuck it out, and I stuck it out. I got my twin flame. And so trust your heart. And that's where you want to call on your support and those like-minded that are also, because if you are not awakened to the twin flame path and the twin flame journey, you are going to look at it like it's, wait, what? Wait, that makes no sense. You're not going to understand it. So to know it is to understand it. And so that's why it's so important that you make friends, and surround yourself of like-minded individuals that are also pursuing their highest love of loves and their ultimate lover, their twin flame, because they're going to be very supportive of you. And it doesn't mean like cut relationships and friendships off, but it does mean respect where it's at and call in more support to help you in moving forward on your journey.
Mhm. You're like, okay, it's said enough now. All right, so we got two wands. So I feel like there's a decision. I feel like we're kind of like moving from kind of like what you're talking about, life purpose, or probably some life related decision that has to be made to move forward.
Mhm.
So you're probably gonna have something come up with what that is, or if you don't, just choose clarity there. I just feel like, yeah, a decision is coming and it has to be made, and it's, yeah, you can see like it's holding the earth, the world, right? So yeah, something that really, yeah. And if we think about the world card as well, which we don't have here, but that's kind of like what I'm seeing, that's also some kind of completion, right? So yeah, with that decision comes a completion and a new beginning as well.
Mhm.
So it's good.
Definitely.
It's good.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. And this, just mentioning this again, God, you got all the tools you need, the
Hmm.
magician. God, he's sorted. He has
Yeah.
it all.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
power is in your hands. And so for the angel guidance for this week, we pulled from the Angels of Abundance deck. And the first card is Face Your Financial Fears. And this is another, place where us included, like we've moved through this on our journey. There was parts of our union that we didn't really, and I believe I've spoke to this before in a previous reading, but spiritual people tend to not concern themselves with the material world. But twin flames are here to create heaven on earth. And in that, it doesn't mean that you are going to be egotistical or that your main drive or focus is material, achieving material items and things of that nature. But because we are creating heaven on earth, that means harmony with the earth. That means harmony with the world. And you cultivate that harmony within yourself first. And so it does mean that your finances, that is another component. And this is often an issue where, like, clients or they say, hey, I want support, but I can't afford it. This is something that many of us have heard before. But if your desire is to receive support and you know that that's the thing that's going to speed your journey up and help you immensely, which it did for us, then you've got to address your foundation, because if you can't invest into your union in a way that you need to and what is required, well, that has to be handled first. And the way that you do that is you face your financial fears. How do you feel about money? Right. And me and Adam, we've moved through a lot of like being resentful of money or feeling not good enough to have, an abundance in our lives.
A
But we,
lot of lack.
yeah, a lot of lack. And
Mm,
so face your financial fears. And you may feel like this has nothing to do with my twin flame union, but it has everything
mm.
to do with your twin flame union, everything to do with it. Because if you are experiencing poverty or lack mentality or not good enough, or you're not feeling comfortable or secure, solid in your financial situation, you and your twin flame coming together is going to amplify that poverty. It's going to amplify whatever financial constraints or debts or financial things that you're not addressing. It's going to amplify that, and it's going to make an uncomfortable situation even more uncomfortable. And so wherever you're at on your journey, um, pay attention to your foundation. grow it, and love yourself with what doesn't feel good.
Mhm.
You want to add something to that?
Yeah, I just feel like, cause like, you might have some lack thoughts, limitations in, areas of finance, but they can show differently in your twin flame as well. So this is why it's also so important that yeah, this is just
Mhm.
kind of like it's not always the exact same thing, but it's important to look at every area.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Like there's like we were saying, is there's so many components of your union that you've got to give attention to all of those. You can't just neglect it and say, ah, that'll work itself out. Let me just focus on the romance. No, you literally like in these videos, we're very much supporting you in everything that we've learned and really like sharing with you like what is required to
mhm.
manifest union and harmonious union and for it to be uh sustainable, right? Because if it's not sustainable and the upsets are too much, then you'll have that coming in and out with your union. And you don't want that. You want it like solid and secure and to grow and expand upon. All right. So, yeah, the next card is dreams of abundance, right? And this is abundance in all forms in love, joy, happiness, romance. And your dreams are meant for you to have. They're not just dreams, they're not just whimsical things that are, off in the, sky. It's like it's actually something that is for you to have. But once again, you don't need to wait for your twin flame to be there with you wherever you're at on your journey. You focus on cultivating the life that you desire right now. And if you're already with your twin flame, well, that's awesome. Keep going deeper here. You want to add anything to that?
That was good. Yeah.
All right, last card. God is your source. If we think that we have to cultivate our abundance and our foundation on our own, that is deeply limiting. It's not for us to figure out. You have, and we refer to God as God because that's what feels good in our hearts and our connection and relationship with God. But of course, you can use divine, source, universe, whatever you prefer. But there is a higher power that is guiding you and leading you in the direction of your highest good. So don't cut that connection out because it knows exactly what is for you and the direction, the quickest way to get you to your good. And that includes your twin flame union.
It's good.
All right.
Mhm.
Any other words of wisdom here?
I think that was it. I think that was lots of words of wisdom.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
Mhm.
so don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be seeing you in the next video.